Hi, my name is Priya Sarma and I'm with Unilever and I manage corporate affairs and sustainability regionally for the company. So I've been attending your show for the last, I think, 2, 3 years. And for me, it's really indicative of this evolving landscape of waste and the increased interest of companies in converting waste into something of greater value. So I think it's really brilliant because you're bringing together all of the key stakeholders, not just from an exhibition perspective, but also from a communication perspective. So it was really good speaking at your panel. So our session was titled The Evolving Landscape of Packaging in the Region. And there were many things that we talked about, but some of the key ones were regarding consumer behavior and the fact that consumers don't want to pay extra, for recyclable packaging. So I think it's really about how do we start scaling the concept of recycling across the region, because we are a number of markets across the GCC, and that is something that's going to bring down the value, or sorry, not the value, but the pricing of recycled material, because right now the gap between virgin and recycled material is very high. And eventually that's going to ensure that consumers are not going to pay an extra price. It's going to be a part of what they buy. And then the second important part is, as we continue to develop the infrastructure, educating our consumers to ensure that they're segregating at source, and understanding why they're doing this is super important. Like I said, just the fact that you've got so many hundreds of, exhibitors out here today is, a showcase of the fact that waste is now becoming seen as valuable. Yeah. And I think that's the most important thing, the fact that we have a business case of transforming waste into value. We need platforms like this to get all of our stakeholders together. This is recycling and reuse of material is one thing that requires multiple stakeholders, from starting with consumers to regulators to NGOs to converters to companies like ourselves that will end up using the material. So that's why it's called circular, right? It's not a straight line. It's not one finishes in the other. We've got to continue working in a circle, which means we've got to collaborate and continue talking to each other.